How's it going, everybody? This is Vanguard Badlands back at it again with another video. This time it's a deck profile. I know I haven't done it for a long time. I finally got a new camera, and I think this is real good quality. I can see it right now. Ooh, super clear, super nice. Alright, this time we're doing a deck profile on angel feathers. Ooh, yep, it's Reyes from High School DxD. Calm down. And yes, this is the start of my deck profile. I only run 4 protects in my angels because I never get more than 4 protects, and I always ditch them before I run out. And there's a big middle finger to all the people that hate angels. No, I'm joking. That's just how this anime is. Super funny. One of my favorites that are out right now. Well, that was out at the time. But now, let's get to it. First off, we run Zachry. We run 4 of. Pretty good card. If you don't know what it does, if you're new to the game that's just stumbling on by, welcome to my channel. And this is an angel deck profile. If you're thinking about picking up angels, well, here you go. I'm doing a deck profile for you. As you can see, during your turn, if a new card was put into your damage zone, all your units in your front row get +3. This skill does not stack, sadly, but it does stack if you have multiple Zachry's on your field. So, for an example, if you have 1 on your Vanguard, 1 in your booster, and 2 on your rear, it stacks by 3, 6, 9, 12. So you get +12 to your whole front row. Pretty good. The only time I got it up to 12 was one time, and I was just in a practice match with my brother. But other than that, it's a really good card. Can't wait until the new angel feather support comes in. But now, next to my other grade 3 lineup is Metatron. Run 4 of these, and her skill is when ridden from a grade 3, when you ride on top of a grade 3, Counterblast 2, call a card from your damage zone to rear, and this unit gets +15. So it's an automatic heal, which is good. It's a free heal. And I'll get to the free heal right here, because her second skill makes a Counterblast 2 non-existent. And her second skill is an act phase, so you get to use it anytime during your main phase. Is put a card from your damage zone to the bottom of the deck and deal 1 damage to yourself. So it's pretty good. You get it any trigger, it activates, which is nice. And we run 4 of these just so we can heal on our opponent and stall the game longer. And now we run 2 hospitals. I think 3 is really excessive because I get to call this with my 2 units, 2 of my grade 2s. One of them calls it from damage zone, and the other one calls it from drop zone. So no matter what, if this card is in my damage, drop, or in my soul, I get to soul blast it out, or whatever I need to get this on the field. And I always see this card no matter what. I see some people having problems even with 3, and I find that hilarious. Sucks, but it's hilarious. Oh, actually, before I get to my other units, if you don't know what this card does, it's been out for quite a while. People have been talking about it in Vanguardians or wherever you heard this from. Vanguard or Rearguard, Soul Blast 2 when it attacks. It has to be 2 grade 3s in your soul. Face down all your cards in your damage zone, so you have to flip all your cards in your damage zone face down. And this unit gets +20,000 and a crit, so it's going to be dealing 2 damage, and your opponent can't call Sentinel. So he pretty much has to have a bunch of grade 0s or a bunch of cards saved up to guard his attack, because either he goes up to 70 or 80 or 83, somewhere around there. If that's the max it can go. Alright, now let's get to the grade 2s. Re-1 for Ottoman. Armiti. I think his name is Armiti. Yeah, we run 4 of this guy, and his skill is ridiculously awesome. And his skill is win plays from hand. Soul Blast 1, call a card from your damage zone, and put the top card of your deck in the damage zone face down. I run 4 of these. These are really good for an early rush with angels. super good on first ride, or you want to call it to rear. It's just an amazing card. Like if someone wipes out your board with Kaguro, Shadows, or any deck that retires, really, if you had this in your hand saved up against the opponent that has a deck that retires your units, you get to call pretty much a field back almost, or call a card for free, and then maybe call boosters next round. Just for that little power boost, but real good card. Now let's get to the next card. Is Million Ray Pegasus, and his skill is pretty good. He gains +5 on rear when a card's put into your damage zone, and he gets 500 shield. Actually, one moment, guys. I'll be right back. All right. Sorry about that. I heard my dog barking. I guess I was wrong. It was just someone playing a movie of a dog barking. Alright. Now this card. Actually, you're later. Alright. So we run 3 of Raggio. And her skill is not as good as the grade 2. Which sucks. Because what makes her not as good as Armiti or Artemis or whatever his name is her skill is when placed from hand, if a new card was put into your damage zone, counterblast 1 and call a card from your drop zone to rear. So her effect only activates when a card's already put into the damage zone, and then now you can use this skill. This card would have been a lot better, and I'm pretty sure if her skill was like Artemis, where just if you call from hand, counterblast 1, call a card from your drop zone, this card would have been a triple rare, not a double rare as it is right now. And that's why her skill is not as good. I want to run 4 just because her effect almost usually is live. And it helps me, call out more units against retired units. Against decks that retire my units. Right now, 3 is working 5. I really want to bump it up to 4. And replace this one, my Pegasus. The extra 10k is okay, but I've already tested it with 3. And I think this helps more than this guy. Alright. Now, for our grade 1s, we run 4 Underlay. Not going to say her name because I cannot pronounce it. So we're just going to call her from where it's right there in the beginning of her name. Underlay. And her skill is an amazing skill. Is when placed from hand, counterblast 1, swap a unit from your hand with a card from your damage zone. And it's not put face down like some other cards say. But yeah, it's not really a counterblast. Unless you pick a card that's already face down. Then you really did counterblast. But you break even. You break even no matter what. You break even if you counterblast or you unflip with her skill. Or if there's one card in your damage zone, counterblast it, add it to your hand, and swap it. You pretty much did nothing really. Just swapped a card from your hand, which is amazing. So we run 4 of her. Whoa. Look at that shine. Alright, looks like we're going to have to move it here. There we go. Now we run 4 of this girl. This next grade 1 is Marking Celestial Arbanki. I hope I'm saying her name right. And her skill is rear, only on rear. When placed from hand, discard a card from your hand and put a card from your damage zone into your hand and put the top card of your deck into the damage zone face down. So pretty much it fetches anything that it's in your damage zone and adds it back to your hand. And it also helps you filter out the deck, make the deck thinner. So we run 4 of her. And we run 3,000 Ray Pegasus, which is a great card. I had it at 4, but I downgraded it to 3 for this one card that I'm going to be showing up next after Pegasus. Her skill is when it boosts, if a new card was put into your damage zone, counterblast 1, this unit gets +10. And this card is an amazing combo with Hospital, because Hospital skill is flip all your cards face down. So you get to use her skill, then Hospital skill. You know, just get that extra plus 10k and make your opponent guard for extra during that guard restrict attack. So we run three of her. Let's move down here. Don't want that glisten to shine on the card. Alright. And for the next card, in my last grade 1, is White Whip Angel. And her skill is amazing. Even great during an early rush. Is when your Vanguard attack hits, one of your units gets +3 until the end of turn. Really good skill. Love it when my Vanguard attack hits. But after that, like if your opponent's at 4 to 5, this card is pretty much nothing else. Really, it's just an 8k booster. But early game, really good. And I usually always get it early game, which is nice. Other than that, she's just a 10k shield. Alright, that's for our grade 1s. Now let's make some room for the grade 0s. And obviously for our starter is when rolled upon, draw card. Rerun 4 draws. They are PGs. And 1 draw trigger. I don't know if I want to swap this out with another crit or just keep that as it is. Right now it's working, but I really like that extra kit. But I'm not going to change it right now, so it's going to be staying in. Rerun 4 heals. Pretty standard. 4 crit, and then the last 3 are 3 crit, which makes a total of 7. But yeah, this is the deck profile. It's been doing great. I see some people running another grade 3 common that came out of the set, which is when it is attacked, when your Vanguard is being attacked, retire it and call a card from your damage zone onto the Guardian Circle. So a lot of people have been saying it helps against the mirror matchup, which I do agree. It does help against a Hospital. But when I see people play it, they never get a chance to use it because either I already use Hospital, I'm about to set up for a Hospital, or we go into time where I deck them out. And that's how I usually win against my mirror matches. I deck my opponent out before they get to deck me out, because I keep seeing everyone just misplaying against the mirror matchup. I would tell them how to play against it, but they're already running the grade 3, so heck. One person actually played that grade 3 against me that retired itself, call a card from your damage zone against my Hospital, but that time only worked once. Other than that, my Hospital always hits. And I misplayed because I forgot that card was there, so that time I lost because of that one reason only. Other than that, I have no troubles against the mirror matchup. But yeah, that is the deck profile of my Angel Feathers. And if you guys have any questions or I should change anything, let me know in the comments section below. If you're new to the channel, welcome. If you like the channel, you like the deck profile, like the video, comment down below if you want to see another deck profile. I got tons of decks ready to be posted. And other than that, this is the deck profile of my Angel Feathers after Metatron Academy. Violet Still Leaders is coming out in a couple days, maybe like 5 days, on a Friday, Saturday. Not quite sure when it comes out, but yeah, this deck is still holding up, still doing great. But I'm gonna stop playing this because the more Kumo is coming out, and I'm gonna be playing my Shiryuki with my Zenbaku with Zengeki, which is gonna be amazing. But other than that, this is Vanguard Badlands signing out. Peace.